say? You don't even look my way. Sitting here in this chair, waiting on you to see things my way. But not a word do you say. You don't even look my way. Girl, I'm spending my dimes, wasting my time, talking till I'm black and blue. But can't you see? I wanna get next to you. Dreams of you and I go sailing by whenever your eyes meet mine. And girl, you make me feel so insecure. You're so innocent and pure. Anyway, hey, we got a sports show to do. Why don't I get this shared around? Stephanie Lindley's here from Nashville. Some call it Cashville. And she ain't chopped liver. Boy, that's one thing. She ain't chopped liver, folks. We got so much to do. Man, I got to get a new mouse. We got so much going on in the world of sports. We got some good news in Miami. We got some bad news in Miami. We got Lakers Heat. We've got Major League Baseball updates. I got to start this all over again. Not the show, but just the sharing process. Rosie Williams is here. She says, hey, hey. Hey, hey. All right, now I got to wait. See what the heck's going. YouTube is jacking with me. You're already jacking with me. There we go. I'm just going to share it. I don't care. I just don't care. Let's get this baby shared around to the internet and get this show on the road. A lot of stuff to go on tonight. And right now, commercial. Lakers are up. That's basically all you need to know. The Lakers is up, is what I got to say. Let me see something here real quick. Since we got the time, I couldn't have loaded this without a thing that I supposed to be in there. It's not showing up. Nope, there it is. Plain as day. All right. Some of these free platforms just aren't as perfect as I would like them to be. All right, Sharon Pay That Man, Tom Gulley Show, Bingo Bango. We'll get this shared to the various places that people can ignore it. And then we'll get into the sports. Man, we got a lot to do. We got Lakers Heat. We got Major League Baseball to update all over the place. And then we've got NFL and Major League Soccer predictions to make for the weekend. And then we got other sports stories of the day, and then maybe even UFC. I think there's always an event every weekend in UFC. So I'm sure there's something. I don't think it's one of the numbered deals. It's a fight night or something like that, but we'll get it done. We'll get it all done. Better get them beans on, Rosie. I'm telling you right now, you better get them beans on. Wonder what you guys are having tonight that will make my buffalo chicken nuggets look just stupid. Just make them look stupid, which perhaps they deserve. I don't know. They could. They could deserve that. They were good, though. They're really good. They're really, really good. Let's see here. That Morty Vicker. He is the Gordon Ramsay of cooking out on the grill. If there is such a thing. 2 more places, and then we'll do Twitter. If you got hashtags, man, fire them up. Fire them up now. I will include them. Stephanie Lee says, man, I love hearing about their food. Rosie Williams says, pizza. Did you order it? And if so, from where? Or did you guys make some exotic, mind-bendingly delicious pizza to make all the rest of us just seem like mortals, which I suppose we are. to a certain extent. Did I skip a group to post to? I hate it when if so, I'm just going to skip it. I don't care. I don't care. Let's see here. Oh, instant replay. Put the score up during the instant replay. Come on. Lakers 40, Miami 33 with 7:02 left in the second quarter. Things not looking very good for the Heat. Just not looking great for the Heat, which I'm sure makes certain people in here very, very happy. All right, here we go. Let's get that Twitter posting taken care of. Morty Vickers says a little excitement in here tonight. Police involved shooting behind my bro's house tonight while we were in his backyard. Wow, man. Mountain Mike's Takeout. My brother-in-law got it. I bet that sounds really good, Mountain Mike's. I never had it, never heard of it before, but now having heard the name, I want some. What kind, by the way? Tell me I must know the configuration of your pizza, dessert, treat, delectable. Ugh. I may make a hamburger later. I gotta bust into this hamburger. I bought it yesterday. It's got to be used. All right, here we go. Hashtags if you got them. Boom, live streaming. Boom, sports. Boom, sports talk. Boom. Now I gotta wait because Twitter's just slow. NBA, give me the autofill on the playoffs. Come on now. NBA Finals? I think that's NBA Finals definitely gives the little symbol. I didn't need all that to be capitalized. Lakers. Let's just do Lakers Miami hashtag. That's one of the ones it gives me. Lakers Miami. Then we're gonna do MLB playoffs. Come on, give me the autofill. Ooh, 200 tweets in the last hour. I'll throw mine on the table. Let's see here. Then we got. Might as well just do MLB. Might as well do NFL. Might as well do MLS. Might as well do UFC. Let's see if we've got anything in the chat room real quick. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I'm going to put smoke 'em if ya got 'em, Rosie, if you don't mind. I don't mind if I do. Smoke if ya got 'em. I'll take one more pass. All right. That's what we got. Say What You Will Radio says he lost audio. I'm still showing transmitting audio, excellent connection, and I show no dropped frames. So if that's happening, it's a YouTube thing. Because I'm wall to wall and treetop tall. You know. What happened here? Texas lost to West Virginia in women's soccer. Boom. Come on. Boom. Tweet me, baby. Twitter's just slow when you share it off of YouTube. I don't blame YouTube. I blame Twitter. I'm blaming Twitter. All right, let's see here. Say What You Will Radio. John Smith, his show will be on tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time on Good Talk Radio. Had a steak salad, was really looking forward to it, but it was garbage. What can you do? What are you going to do? Kid ain't got no mother. Eh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Steak salad just didn't do it. All right. I'm going to get into this sports thing. Lakers 47. Miami coming back a little. 43. 4:30 left in the second period. Second quarter. Let's call it that, shall we? All right. It's time to do the program. Here we go.
Tom was a white male. Always invited to the cookout.
Always.
but he spit straight hot fire. Okay? You said who is the best commentator on Facebook Live? Tom.
Because he spit hot fire.
Because he spit hot fire.
Yo, he even got the last name.
And let me tell you this too.
Tom potato salad good.
No raisins.
It ain't bland. No raisins. No raisins.
I don't care who owns the Chiefs. I hate it here. Make me sick. My allergy. Puke every time. Blah, like that. Puke.
You're a goalie. You're supposed to be like that.
Somebody own the Chiefs. We go to Florida and I get the money.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Let me answer that. You know, that is an absolute crock of You know, you people in the news media, all of you, dwell on some negative piece of like that. And I don't know how Steve feels about it, but it just and you don't have to bleep one single word of this.
That it doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Hi, I'm Jim Harbaugh of the Indianapolis Colts, and I recommend that you wear a helmet while listening to the show.
Hey, it's Friday tonight, and that means a lot of sports. I mean, a lot of sports. Oh, quick update. Broncos beat the Jets last night because the Jets suck. Hey, welcome to the Sports Spectacular. I'm Tom Gulley, and we have got a lot to cover tonight. First of all, we got to find out if Rosie got them beans on. And then we got to find out how good Mountain Mike's Pizza is. Then we got to find out what's on the Mountain Mike's Pizza. It's we're dealing with a lot of stuff here, okay? We've also got Lakers Heat to keep you updated on. Heat making a little bit of a comeback. I'll tell you about it in just a second. Major League Baseball, we have got a lot to wrap up on that. Not only are we going to tell you what's going on tonight, we are going to tell you what's going on with the playoffs in general. We'll update you on all the series coming up for the two leagues divisional series. Then we got to go to the NFL and make our predictions. Then we go to Major League Soccer and make our predictions. Then we got to give you just the general random sports stories of the day. Then UFC. And perhaps pickleball. Yes, it's an action-packed, exciting sports spectacular on a Friday night. I'd like to welcome all the people in our chat room. That'd be Stephanie Lindley from Nashville. That'd be Rosie Williams from SoCal. That'd be Morty Vicker from SoCal. Apparently, police involved shooting behind his brother's house tonight when they were in his backyard. And, of course, the aforementioned Mountain Mike's Pizza. John Smith from Say What You Will Radio is here off Good Talk Radio. He is lamenting his steak salad, which did not live up to expectations, and that's just wrong. It's wrong. We do have an update here for you. Everyone hold the phone. Rosie Williams is saying, sizzling bacon classic with green onions, meat lovers, no beans. Those are two fine pizzas. We are ready to rock sports tonight. We're all queued up to rock the sports with that stuff going on. And why don't we just get started? Right now we've got NBA action to update you on, and that is the Lakers 52, Heat 45. It was 45-49 just a few seconds ago, but the Lakers jumping out to a 7-point lead, 3:39 left in the second quarter. And, of course, the Lakers leading that series right now 1-0. Bottom of the seventh, it's a tied-up series, 1-1. This is for all the marbles. The Padres in the bottom of the seventh have the bags juiced with nobody out, and they are leading the game 3-0. So things are looking up for the Padres. Another thing to update you on is that the Miami Marlins have eliminated the Chicago Cubs. We will really update you on that series because that is quite an upset. Let me get into this score for the Padres and the Cardinals. Uh-oh. Just before I clicked there, it gave me, that can't be a DP. Let's see here. Grisham scored to make it 3-0. Well, I got to go back out to the other page. I think somebody just singled in 2 runs. There's men in first and third now, so that was either a fielder's choice at second or, no, it's second. Yeah, second and third. So the heck happened there? Because there's still nobody out, and the bases were loaded. How does that? That's like almost impossible. Let me see here. These guys are just making it rough on me. Let's see here. Go Lakers. Heat can't handle him. I got to agree with you there. Okay, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. That makes way more sense. Moreland's at the plate. Reyes pitching for St. Louis. 2 outs, men on second, third. So 2 men in scoring position. And there we are. We've got a lot to update you just in general in Major League Baseball. Why don't we start off with the playoffs, okay? Right now, I think there's only 1 or 2 series that have not been decided. And one of those is, of course, that Padres-Cardinals series. And we'll update you with that as soon as I scroll to the bottom of this thing. Division series, those are best of 5. The Rays will be playing the Yankees in San Diego. That'll start Monday night. A's and Astros will hook it up in Los Angeles. That also Monday night. In the National League, the Dodgers will play the Padres-Cardinals winner. That starts Tuesday night in Arlington, Texas. And in Houston, the Braves will take on the Marlins, who I mentioned earlier, beat the Cubs today. So let's just update you on some stuff, especially with those Marlins, because that is a major upset, okay? It just, who saw that coming? Let's see, Miami Marlins didn't need a hand from a fan at Wrigley Field like last time. Garrett Cooper homered against Yu Darvish in a 2-run 7th. Hard-throwing rookie Sixto Sanchez dominated for 5 innings, and the Marlins won their first playoff series in 17 years, beating the Cubs 2-0 to complete a 2-game wild-card sweep in Chicago. Miami will face the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS starting Tuesday. Led by manager Don Mattingly and CEO Derek Jeter, the Marlins remain unbeaten. Listen to this about their franchise. Unbeaten in all 7 postseason series they have played following triumphs in the 97 and 2003 World Series. And this time in empty Wrigley Field, they did not need an assist from Steve Bartman. Miami lost 105 games in 2019 and became the second team to reach the playoffs after a 100-loss campaign. They're the first to win a postseason series after a 100-loss season. The Marlins finished second in the NL East at 31-29, 2 games over 500. After being beset by a virus outbreak early in the season that forced 18 players from the field following the opening series and prevented them from playing for more than a week. The Marlins had T-shirts printed with bottom feeders in their dugout on Friday, a reference to a remark by Ricky Battaglio, a former Phillies pitcher and current NBC Sports analyst, after the Marlins' opening day win in Philadelphia. Closer Brandon Kinsler wanted to thank Ricky for that motivation. Chicago, the NL Central champion, went 3 for 27. That's batting 111 with runners on base in the series. Javier Baez, Chris Bryant, and Anthony Rizzo combined to go for 0 for 12 on Friday and finished the series 1 for 24. Chicago missed the playoffs last year for the first time since 2014, then scored 1 run in its return. The Cubs haven't advanced since the 2017 lost in the NLCS. So there you go. There you go. Cubs out. The Marlins are 4th all time in most consecutive playoff rounds won. So, they, when they get in, they make a little noise. They make just a little bit of noise. This is what they do when they get in. They ain't messing around. Let's see here. Mountain Mike says, my ears are ringing. Mountain Mike, your pizza is receiving the highest of praise from the Tom Gulley Sports Spectacular listenership. Maybe tell us, is it a cookie crust? Is it a bread doughy crust? Talk to us about cheese. Talk to us about the sauce. We have an ongoing debate, which is what makes the pizza, the crust or the sauce. There's a lot going on here. It's a Friday night in sports. Hey, I want to tell you a little bit more about what's going on in Major League Baseball. We just updated all those playoff races for you. And by the way, top of the 8, nobody out, and the Padres still holding on to that 3-0 lead against the Cardinals in the series finale. It's the last team that is waiting to book their passage into the Major League Baseball playoffs. Tigers are considering Hinch and Cora for manager. That'd be a steal, right? Let's see here. Johnson, listen to me. Sweet Lou Johnson, who hit a key home run for the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 7 of the 65 series, scored the only run in Sandy Koufax's perfect game the same year, has died. He was 86. He'd been in ill health and recently celebrated a birthday. Johnson played in 17 seasons in professional baseball, including 8 years in the majors with the Cubs, California Angels, Milwaukee Braves, Dodgers, and Cleveland Indians. He hit .258 with 48 homers, 232 runs batted in 677 games. So there you are. There you are. Sad note, as a key member of that Dodger team in 65 has passed on. This is the big story, though. Not a big story, but this is a significant story. The name of former baseball commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis will not be depicted on the annual awards presented by the Baseball Writers Association of America, the group said Friday, and that includes the MVP plaques. And the name will be pulled off all future MVP plaques after being on it for more than 75 years. 89% of the Writers Association voted for the removal. We will no longer be associated with the Landis name, and the MVP plaques will be nameless in 2020, wrote Baseball Writers of Association, you know who I'm talking about, Paul Sullivan. In a story by the Associated Press in late June, former MVP winners Barry Larkin, Mike Schmidt, and Terry Pendleton said they favored pulling Landis' name because of concerns over his handling of black players. Larkin, the black shortstop voted NL MVP in '95 with Cincinnati, applauded the decision. Pendleton said it's the right thing to do. Major League Baseball will redesign the trophies, said the Secretary-Treasurer, Jack O'Connell. The AL and NL Winners Awards in this virus-shortened season will be announced on November the 12th. Landis became MLB's first commissioner in 1920, and no African-American players played in the majors during his tenure that ended with his death in 1944. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in '47, and Larry Doby followed in the American League the very next year. Landis' legacy is always a complicated story that includes documented racism. Official MLB historian John Thorne has said, look, some people are going to have strong feelings about this. I can help them with that. His name ought to be removed for what he did to Buck Weaver. Okay? Buck Weaver was one of the Black Sox that it was proven didn't take a bribe. His stats in the series were incredible, but he just, after those guys were all acquitted in a court of law, threw Buck Weaver in with the rest of them and banned him from baseball forever. That right there, yank him off the trophy. Don't have to consider anything else. The guy was a jerk. There, how's that? Guy was a jerk. I can just see ESPN tomorrow. Local radio moron Tom Gulley quoted as saying, guy was a jerk. All right, what more do you need to know? Guy was a jerk. And you know, a fitting punishment for Kennesaw Mountain Landis, Judge Kennesaw Mountain Landis, he never got any Mountain Mike's pizza. You know? He's just going to have to deal with that. Mountain Mike's pizza. That sweet nectar of the gods never crossed his lips. So deal with that. Top of the 8th now, 2 outs, man on first. And the Padres still leading the Cardinals 3-0. Let's go to the NFL and let's make our predictions, shall we? Why don't we just get that over with, please? Rosie Williams says, say it ain't so, Joe. That's another thing. I think they proved, and I think he admitted, Joe, Shoeless Joe, that he took a little bit of money. But his stats were incredible for that series, and the man couldn't read. Okay? He could make his mark. I really don't think he knew what he was doing. But anyway. Let's go through the NFL schedule. I'll make my picks. You could make yours. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions either in the chat room or on our hotline, 817-522-3948. Indianapolis at Chicago. I'm going to make a weird pick here. If they play Trubisky, Indianapolis. If they play Nick, the ex-Philly guy. Why is my brain not doing names good today? Nick Foles, that's going to be Chicago. So depending. I know that's a wimpy fence-sitting pick, but it's all I got. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. Give me Jacksonville. Cleveland at Dallas. I don't think Cleveland beats Dallas at home, especially coming off that loss. New Orleans at Detroit. I'd like to pick Detroit. I love Matt Stafford, but give me wait a minute here. Give me Detroit, because not only is Michael Thomas not playing for the Saints, they have 5 other players out. Seattle at Miami. That's Seattle. The Chargers at Tampa Bay. Gonna have to take Tampa Bay. Baltimore at Washington. Give me Baltimore. Arizona at Carolina. Give me Arizona. Yeah, give me Arizona. Minnesota at Houston. Wow. Can the Vikings go 0-4? The Vikings stung me twice earlier in the season. I'm going to take Houston. The Giants at the Rams, please. That's the Rams. New England at Kansas City. Give me Kansas City. Buffalo at Las Vegas. Wow, is that a good game? Wow, is that a good game? I'm going to have to say Buffalo. Philadelphia at San Francisco. Give me San Francisco with Kittle returning. Sunday night, Atlanta at Green Bay. Green Bay. Love to hear and or see your thoughts on any of those games in our chat room. Right now, I'm still waiting on Mountain Mike's Pizza information. Somebody put something in the chat room so I know that YouTube hasn't screwed up the chat again. Or maybe you're just all eating Mountain Mike's Pizza and you decided I can't work my keyboard because, well, hey, it's Mountain Mike's Pizza. I mean, let's not get crazy here. Sports spectacular. There you go. Raiders still have too many injuries, says Morty Vicker. Thank you, Morty. I mean, truthfully, if I was watching my own show and Mountain Mike's Pizza was around, I'd be like, hey, we'll listen to this show, but we'll be eating the Mountain Mike's Pizza. That's way more important. Come on now. Okay, here we go. More speculation about this stupid transfer window. Arsenal, can you get like a world-class midfielder, please? Could you just do that for me? Let's see here. Major League Soccer. And here comes my Major League Soccer to get my neck all warmed up for that. By the way, halftime, Lakers 68, Heat 54. So there you are. We got Saturday and Sunday matches in Major League Soccer. Orlando City hosting the New York Red Bulls. Gonna have to go with... Boy, that's a toss-up. Give me Orlando City at home. DC United and Atlanta United FC. Give me DC United. Steve Glass has taken Atlanta United into the dirt. 50,000 a game at home. And still, they were so explosive. You couldn't stop them from scoring, and now they're just stinking up the joint. Montreal Impact against the Fire. Fire has been on fire the last couple of matches, but at home I want Montreal. New England Revolution against Nashville SC. I'm going to have to take New England at home against the expansion team. Toronto FC at Philadelphia and Philadelphia Union. I think the Union's the better team, but Toronto is playing well lately. I'll still take the Union. Houston Dynamo hosting Sporting Kansas City. Sporting KC has just been rotten lately. Give me Houston. Inter Miami taking on New York City FC. Both of these teams not playing well, but Miami being a expansion team, I'll take NYCFC. Minnesota United hosting FC Cincinnati. That's Minnesota all the way. FC Dallas and the Columbus Crew. Give me Columbus. Seattle Sounders and Vancouver Cascadia Cup match. I'll still take Seattle. And San Jose Earthquakes against LA Galaxy. That's in San Jose. Gotta have LA Galaxy. Real Salt Lake hosting LAFC. LAFC has to come off the schneid sometime. Real Salt Lake has been playing well of late, particularly defensively. Still want to take LAFC. I'm going to regret that, but LAFC has to break out of their slump some point in time, and Carlos Vela has to come back into the fold. So there's the MLS picks and the NFL picks. Let me see here. Mountain Mike says, a lady never kiss and tells. Well, I got to know more about that backstory. Rosie has lipstick, laughing until she's crying. I don't know what. I'd like to get a little background information on that, frankly. Let's see if we've got any other great sports stories of the day. Yep. Wide receiver Michael Thomas among 6 Saints starters ruled For those of you wanting WNBA Finals information, the Storm defeated the Aces 93-80. And Sue Bird set a WNBA Finals single game assist mark. Oh, Morty Vickers says mounting Mike. Well, things are getting rather saucy there, aren't they? Yes, well, getting a bit saucy, if you ask me. Oh, come on, show me the UFC. Oh, man, Wake Forest beat Campbell 66-14 tonight. Well, maybe Campbell got the money. You know what I mean? Maybe they got that money. All right, let's go through UFC Fight Night. We've got one of my favorites fighting. Rosie Whitman, he's a lady. Oh, Mountain Mike is a lady. I'm sorry. We don't like to disparage a lady. All right, Holm. This is the main card of Fight Night, which I assume will be Saturday night. One of my very favorites, Rosie Williams, says, thank you. Thank you so very much. Mountain Mike apparently is a lady. Speaking of a lady, we have the main event for Fight Night being Holly Holm taking on Aldana. Holly putting her 13-5-0 record up against Aldana's 12-5-0 record. So Holly is a southpaw, and I'm going to have to say Holly Holm. Even the fights she's lost have, for the most part, been really close. A couple of them, she's actually been really winning the fight and got caught. Other thing you can't really... you just never can leave out the fact the woman won how many boxing world championships, defended her title. So I like Holly Holm for two reasons. Number one, I just like her. The preacher's daughter. That's right, Morty Vicker. And number two, she's the first one that exposed the fake that was Ronda Rousey. DeCastro is taking on Felipe in the next match. DeCastro 6-1-0 and Felipe 8-1-0. De Randami, hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's another ladies match. It's another fight with ladies. 9-4-0, taking on Pena, 10-3-0. Looks like a French lady taking on an American. Phillips is fighting Else maybe? I don't know. 7-1-0 and 10-4-0. Phillips an American. Else looks like he may be Swiss? I don't know. Rosie Williams says the killer kick. The killer kick, but she was lighting up her face like, a cat house on Main Street, man. She was lighting her up. She was blasting her in the face way before that kick. I also loved it when Ronda tried for a takedown and Holly just ducked it and came out the other side. Townsend, an American, 21-11-0, taking on Todorovic, who's 9-0. And from one of those places, Rosie said she never got hit like that before. No, she did. And by the way, her next fight, even worse. In the prelims, oh man, one of my old favorites, Condit taking on McGee. Condit 13-0, McGee 29-0. That's 29-0, not 29-0. Both of those are Americans. Jourdain taking on Culibao. Jourdain 10-3-0. He's Canadian, and Culibao, it looks like he might be from Australia or New Zealand. Williams facing Imavov. Williams, an American at 9-3-0. Imavov 8-2-0, and he's a Frenchie. Lukbumi, 4-2-0, taking on Fry in another match of ladies. Lukbumi is a 4-2-0. Fry 9-5-0. Kenny at 14-2-1, an American, taking on Hailey, who looks to be Russian or China. These flags are super small, so I can't tell which they're really from. Vendramini, 8-1-0, is Mexican, takes on Ayari, who is a German. He's a German. Vendramini, 8-1-0, and Ayari, 16-5-0. Morty Vickers says, I've been watching highlights of both women all week, and this is going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. That's what that's going to be, eh? So 11 matches, your prelims and your main card put together. So it ought to be a great night of fighting. We will get the updates from Rosie Williams and Morty Vicker on Monday. I am sure it'll be from the Flash Forum, Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Schmexy Schmelky says, first-time listener, Tom. Well, Schmexy, thank you for listening in. If you've got any sports questions or hot sports opinions, put them in the chat room or give me a call at 817-522-3948. We'll update you again on that NBA Finals score as soon as they resume play, and we will get back to that Major League Baseball final for the series between the Cardinals and the Padres in just a second. I had some stats ready for you there, but they disappeared. It's just gone. Oh, come on. Don't do me like this. Not this far into the show. Come on. Yeah, now we're talking. Still halftime. Lakers up 68-54. Top of the ninth. Padres holding a 4-0 lead over the Cardinals for that last position in the Major League Baseball playoffs. If we haven't told you once, we've told you 1,000 times. The two NL clubs will play in AL ballparks throughout the playoffs, and the AL clubs are playing NL ballparks. There isn't a home field advantage. That's why they've switched leagues to have the games in. But there is kinda. For instance, the Dodgers series, whoever they play, the Cardinals or the Padres, will be held in the ballpark in Arlington, Texas. Well, that will also be the site of the National League Championship Series and the World Series. So whatever team comes up, let's say the Dodgers win the NLDS, they win the NL Championship Series, they will enter the World Series having played two previous playoff series in that town, having been in the bubble in that town, in the same hotel in that town, they're going to be in a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in a rhythm. Rosie Williams says, this is a fun night, Tom. Oh, that's right, because we've got a lady in the room named Mountain Mike. Mountain Mike is a lady that makes pizza. It's amazing. Schmexy Schmelky. You got to love that. If you're going to have a Schmelky, by all means, it should be Schmelky. It really should. Love to hear about your sports weekend. Please throw it in the chat room. Tell me what you got lined up. I myself am going to watch a local high school baseball state tournament. Oh, I also have to check to see if my high school... Oh, look. I live in the extremely remote mountains of Utah. Okay? And of all things, there is a woman that I work with who's from another high school in the Indianapolis area. Can you believe that? And our two high schools are playing each other right now. Well, they did earlier. So I'm going to try and check on these scores and see if my team was victorious. Here we go. Come on. Give me the score. My team won 31-9. So I'll have bragging rights Monday. And I'm watching a high school baseball playoff game tomorrow at 11:45 my time. Then updates on not Major League Soccer. Well, no, I'll be watching some Major League Soccer, but updates on English Premier League. Then Sunday, NFL football. And probably I'll watch Real Salt Lake versus LAFC. Top of the ninth. 2 down. 1 more out. And the Padres will be going to the next round of the playoffs. So all they're looking for is 1 more out, baby. Just 1 more out. And that'll be Dodgers-Padres. And they had a series late in the season, and the Dodgers whipped up on them, man. Rosie Williams says she probably has a glorious beard. You're going to have to be more specific. Oh, Schmexy Schmelky? Yeah, Schmexy, thanks for joining us. We'd love to have you more often. Please, make your opinions known. Dean is batting right now for the Cardinals, and Rosenthal is pitching for the Padres. On deck is Wong. You guys do with that whatever you wish. Oh, Mountain Mike probably has a glorious beard. All right. Probably. Mountain is in the title, so he's probably a mountain man. Wait, can't be, because Mountain Mike is a lady. She's a lady. That's not the way you treat a lady. Come on, show me this score. I don't care. Try YouTube free. I don't want to. Who cares? Show me the score. For crying out loud. For the love of Mike. Mountain Mike. Who's a lady. You know she's a lady. LA 77, Miami 64, 8:48 left in the third quarter. The pizza sounds really good too, by the way. Sexy Schmelky says, take me to the mountain. Well, she's a lady with a glorious beard, apparently. I don't know that I've ever seen a lady with a beard outside of a circus. What we got here? Bottom of the ninth. Dean strikes out looking, and so the Padres will be going to the National League Division Series, and they will be taking on the Dodgers, who, by the way, I named a dog after just 1 day ago. And that will happen at the Globe Life ballpark in Arlington, Texas, which was just like 3 miles from where I lived in Arlington. It's extremely close to the Death Star. That's what people in Texas and Dallas call Jerry World, the Cowboys Stadium. Sexy Schmelky says, you haven't heard of the band Bearded Naked Ladies? It sounds vaguely familiar. I don't know that I've heard of that exact band. I've heard of the Bare Naked Ladies, but I've never heard of the Bearded Naked Ladies. Sorry, the Bearded Naked Ladies. They've got to be ladies. Anyway, so what do you guys go? Are you guys going to watch Rosie and Morty? Are you watching the fight night tomorrow night? I have to believe that you are. Sexy Schmelky says, that's a one, Tom. Yeah. I come out of the house once in a while. I check out, what the kids are listening to. I like to street it up a little bit for the kids. I enjoy that Shoop Shoop song that all the kids are listening to now. Rosie said, for sure. Morty says, always. And then what's your NFL look like on the weekend, you guys? What's that going to be like? I don't know who we get. I don't have all these, NFL package or anything like that. I just watch whatever they give me. So I'll definitely be watching the Packers beat the pants off the Falcons on Sunday night. But we've been getting a lot of Tampa Bay games. Not in favor of that. We missed out on Seattle and the Cowboys, which was the other national game. And Morty Vickers says, Colts? Yeah, that Colts-Bears game, I think that's going to be a good one. Seriously, no matter who starts for the Bears, Trubisky might make it competitive, but if Foles gets in there, man, it's a long road to hoe for the Colts with shark teeth at quarterback. Shark teeth is what I call Phillip Rivers. If you look at him, he has shark teeth. And I know, I'm the last person in the world that ought to be pointing deficiencies in someone else's orthodonture. But his are like shark teeth. They're all the same size, and they're kind of pointy. Shark teeth. Rosie says, I don't have the NFL schedule in front of me. You want me to go through it again? I'll go through it again. I'll reiterate my picks all over the place for you. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that at all. For you, I'll do it. Indianapolis at Chicago. That's where I made my Weasley pick of if the Bears play Trubisky, Indianapolis wins. If they play Folks, Chicago wins. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. I took Jacksonville because Cincinnati's terrible. Cleveland at Dallas. I want Dallas at home. New Orleans at Detroit. I took Detroit because Michael Thomas is still out. And 5 other starters for the Saints are not playing. Morty Vickers says, I think the Raiders might bounce back this week. Rosie says Indy. Rosie says Jacks. Rosie says Dallas. Seattle at Miami. Give me Seattle. Rosie wants New Orleans against Detroit, even with all those players out. Seattle at Miami. I am taking Seattle. Los Angeles at Tampa Bay. That's the Chargers, by the way. Give me Tampa Bay at home. Baltimore at Washington. I want Baltimore coming off that loss to the Chiefs. Arizona at Carolina. I think the first time through I took Arizona. Now, that's a coin toss to me because if that Carolina offense gets going with McCaffrey, it's tough to stop. But still give me Arizona. Minnesota at Houston. Can the Vikings go 0-4? They stung me twice earlier in the season. I'm taking Houston at home. New York Giants at the LA Rams. Give me LA all day. New England at Kansas City. I am taking Kansas City. Buffalo at Vegas. Man, I'm just saying Buffalo. Man, that's a tough one. That is a really tough game to pick. but I'm going to have to say Buffalo. I like their defense. If they can keep Waller quiet for most of the game, coming off those injuries, I like Las Vegas. I like Buffalo. I'm just going to have to take Buffalo after what they did to the Rams. Philadelphia at San Francisco. I want Philadelphia all day. And Atlanta at Green Bay. Give me Green Bay. I think that Rosie Williams and I agreed on just about every pick. I think just about. Oh, she goes Raiders. I go Buffalo. Well, we'll agree to disagree. Frisco hosting the Eagles. She wants Philadelphia. Oh, you want Philly. Kittle's back, for San Francisco. All right, we'll disagree on that one. And then Atlanta, Green Bay. Atlanta, Green Bay was the last one, Rosie. I'm pretty sure we're going to agree on that. It's at Green Bay. It's on Sunday night. Come on, you better get them beans on, Rosie. You better go ahead and pick Green Bay right now. You ain't going to be picking Atlanta. There you go. I actually, on that one, I like Atlanta up to the last 4 minutes of the game. Sometimes I just too much sports comedy for myself. Lakers 82, Heat 64 with 8:24 left in the third. Man, I don't see the Heat even taking a game here. I really don't. I just don't. As we mentioned, the Padres booked the last place into the Major League Baseball playoffs. Those all start Monday. Maybe we'll start doing predictions at that point, but we'll certainly update you on all those games on Monday when we do the sports show on Monday. So unless anybody else has got any sports questions, I will find out whatever you need to know in the world of sports. Just throw it in the chat room or give me a call, 817-522-3948. Even going into the world of pickleball. Rosie Williams said they never even laced up their shoes. I thought it was all Velcro now. Now it's Lakers 86, Miami 70, and that's with 5:55 left in the third. I just don't see any way out of this for the Heat, especially with two of their more key players injured. I just don't see it happening. I'm just not feeling it, as they say. I'm just not feeling it. Morty Vicker is laughing. Rosie Williams is laughing. I don't know at what. I'm just glad somebody is laughing. Let me see something here real quick. I should know this already, but I don't. Okay. Arsenal will be playing Sheffield United on Sunday, about 7 in the morning, my time. Boy, that's at Emirates Stadium. We got to just kick the snot out of them. We really have, the Blades, as they're known as, Sheffield United, we really have to pick them apart. Yeah, we really do. Arsenal 2-0-1, having lost to Liverpool last weekend and beating them in midweek in the Carabao Cup. They are 5th currently after 3 matches in the English Premier League. We will change that, and I mean soon. Absolutely soon. So hopefully that goes well for us. At any rate, I think that's just about all the sports that we have to cover tonight. Game 2 is on Sunday in the WNBA. Game 3 for the men also on Sunday. So they'll skip tomorrow and play Game 3 of the NBA Championship Finals Series on Sunday. And I think that's at 7:30 Eastern. So deciding to go up against NFL football, not a great decision when you're 2 games up. Nobody's going to care about that. 88 for the Lakers, 72 for Miami now with 5:15 left in the third quarter. They throw it out to the left flank near the three-point line. Up with it goes not LeBron, and it goes down. for the Lakers, 90. Miami, 72. The Heat come down right side, just inside the three-point line, driving to the hoop and getting fouled is the... I'm too far away from the TV to see who that is. Hey, Tom, what's the name of that dog again? Says Mountain Mike, who's a lady. Apparently is a lady. The name of the dog is Dodger. It was Luke, it was Moogie, and I said to myself, why not call the dog Dodger? Because then it would be a Dodger dog. And who doesn't love a Dodger dog? Hey, look, you may not think that's the greatest in the world thing for... I'm trying to get in good with this lady. Anything I can do to ingratiate myself, I will do. Who is hassling me at this time of night? That's the person I work with that my high school beat hers. I feel bad for her, too, because she played volleyball, and our volleyball team beat them in 3 sets. And then they canceled the boys' soccer game. I played soccer. And the girls' game, we won 9-0. So I feel kind of bad for her. But I don't feel that bad because her school had like 4,000 kids. They still do. When I was in high school, we had like 1,400. And now we have 5,000, and they still have 4,000. Rosie says, can I pet that dog? Mountain Mike says, can I see that dog? You'd have to know the person who owns the dog. I don't have any. Well, wait a second here. Hold on. I may have a picture I can hold up on my phone here. Hold on. Hold the phone. I will do anything for the listeners, the piteously small amount of listeners to this brilliant sports show. Try not to laugh, please. Please try not to laugh. Come on, man. Okay, here we go. I do have some pictures here. I think I have pictures of the dog. Hold on. I'm pretty sure there's a picture here somewhere. That's not it. I have pictures of the lady. Oh, there we go. I'll do that picture there. Here's a picture. I'm going to get my camera up so I can make sure. Here's a picture of the dog right there. All right. Let me see if I can get better. It's kind of washed out. All right. There we go. That's probably best as I can. All right. I have other ones. I think I have a picture of it sleeping here. Maybe this one will be better. Here's a picture of the dog. There's a better picture of the dog. And the dog's name's Dodger. So, really, kind of a stroke of genius on my part. Really. Very, very. Just hopefully it pays off later. So there's the dog, Dodger. Was Mookie, was Luke. They bounced around a little bit. But wasn't until I came up. And that's a sports topic. I think Dodger's a good name for a dog. Especially if you throw things at it and it gets out of the way. So, without delicious Mountain Mike pizza, without even a semblance of a police-involved shooting, without any other positive benefits, we have completed yet another Tom Gulley's Sports Spectacular for a Friday night. Plenty of playoff action. We got you updated with everything. And if there's nothing else, I think we're going to close the books on this one. And I'll predict the Lakers will win. I predict they will win on Sunday night. And we will be telling you on Monday about a sweep. Rosie says, cute dog. It is a nice dog. Apparently jumped in the koi pond a little earlier today. Morty Vickers says, great show, Tom. Had fun. Well, that's right, because you're there with your lady, and a lady that makes pizza, apparently. There's lots of ladies watching. So anyway, Stephanie Lindley was in here earlier. I'd like to thank her. I'd like to thank Morty Vicker, Rosie Williams, Schmexy Schmeckel, who was here earlier. And, of course, Mountain Mike, the lady. All that being said, you guys are the best. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you showing up. We got to get more people involved in the spectacular. But until we do, we'll be here every night with about as much sports as we can update you on. That being said, we hope you have a good night, a good weekend, and above all, good sports. We'll see you Monday night.